So I just wanted to create a video here, kind of give you guys a rundown of exactly what's the show's about and kind of what I've been doing behind the scenes here, since we actually haven't even released a show yet because we are still kind of working on stuff here. I just spent about 2 hours loading audio files with the one you just kind of heard there at the beginning of the show. Good old California Love. You know, I've been working with this program called DAC Free, and it seems like it works pretty good. Just to give you another
take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left and took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way.
what it really is a soundboard. You load audio files into it, and my air conditioner just kicked on. That's all the extra static that you hear, but it is a soundboard. You load a bunch of audio clips into it. You can make different categories for audio clips, and I think it's like 52 or something like clips you can load into this thing in each category. So it's however many categories you can make, 52 each. If you make 10 categories, that's 520 sound clips. And I've been kind of working on this thing. I got other stuff in here. I mean, some of this stuff you guys probably it's been years since it's probably even been played on the radio. I mean, just old stuff, but it could all be used in part of the show. Even something's a little newer. And we don't have just hip hop, you know. Can't limit our musical shit. Like, see, here's this one.
Dirty deeds, done like cake. Dirty deeds, done like cake.
That one I gotta fix, but you even get stuff like this. Like when we come back from a commercial break or something. See, you even got stuff over here. Who knows Jim Carrey, or who likes Jim Carrey? I think everybody knows who he is. Let's see, where is it?
Hi.
Hi.
New in the building?
Yeah, I just moved in Monday.
Oh. You like it so far?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's been real nice.
Well, that's because you have big jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge. I mean, I want to squeeze them. Mama.
Oh boy, what a dork. But I also got other stuff on here. It all depends on what the hell is going on in the studio. I mean, there's certain things that happen in the studio, and you just have to play something just because it goes with the moment. Kind of like how I feel right now, not knowing what the fuck to say. And it's one of the things I'm going to be going over. I got my cheat sheet right here. I'm going to be going over some things, you know, kind of explaining what the show's about and stuff like that. But just, you know, I'll give you some more, couple more of the sound effects in here, maybe a few more. This is another one.
Oh, that woman got a mouth like an outboard motor all the time. Put, 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 put.
Oh boy, because we know some women, there are guys out there too, just can't shut the fuck up. Oh wait a minute, where the hell is that one at?
Is it possible for you to shut the fuck up for 10 seconds?
Yeah. And sometimes when we get some loon balls in here, you'll probably hear something like this.
What is wrong with you people?
I am Cornholio. I need pity for my bunghole.
But anyway, get moving away from that shit. This show kind of switches directions on its own. It's primarily for, like the name says, lust line. It's supposed to be, stuff about sex, prostitution, hooker, porn stars. It's not a hookup line. So you don't call here trying to date people or trying to get in someone's pants. It's just where we talk shit about fucking stuff that's going on in society. We dive into some politics once in a while. Work shit, you hate your fucking work environment because you're a porn star and someone smacked you on the ass because you're not supposed to get treated like that unless it's from the other co-actor that you're working with. Like the producer comes up and cracks you on the ass or something like that. That is just something that it's not supposed to happen in your work environment. Also the economy. We dive into shit like that all the time, but we're trying to keep the show kind of centered on the show name. And if we run out of shit, maybe we'll talk about one of the other things or something. It might just come up in a conversation with one of the show guests or something like that. So you never know what to expect here. And people here have no filter, basically. I talk like I talk. I'm not going to censor myself to make people happy. You either like me or you don't. If not, fuck off and get out of here. Because this ain't the show for you. Kick bricks. Hit the highway. The studio, you can't really tell. I mean, you probably can see a little bit of stuff back over here behind me on that little shelf, and over here more. Yeah. This ain't just a studio. I built this place as a place for entertainment. I got a jukebox that's off camera. See, yeah, it's over that way. It's an old Seaberg 60 disc jukebox. I also got the iPod hooked up to it. So this way I can just turn the iPod on and it just plays forever. But then if someone does want to go over there and hit a CD in, and I can go over there, push the buttons for the selection. I got a refrigerator in here, slot machine. I also got a security DVR with cameras, so this way everything's recorded around the outside of the perimeter. Pretty much it's kind of done, except moving around stuff in here, stuff kind of gets into shambles, so we're still kind of determining where to put some of the other stuff. We got stuff that was put in here during my absence, and sometimes stuff gets brought in here when we're not doing the show, because I list shit on Craigslist to sell stuff, and that's how I get microphone, computers and stuff like that, because I sell stuff on eBay and Craigslist, and then plus my full-time job. Pretty much everything in this studio, like microphones and stuff like that, it's all self-funded. I don't, I haven't asked anybody for money. That's coming up though, because if you want to support the show, I'm going to be posting links how you can do that yourself. I'm not going to be asking for much. A fucking $1, goes a long ways, and $1 could buy a beer. Well, maybe not a beer, but might be able to get one of them little mini cans or something. But yeah, I do have a tendency to have a beer on my show, and I don't have a problem with one of my guests doing the same thing when they come here. But they got to bring their own, and they got to make sure that when they leave here, they leave in a safe way. I do not want anybody fucking drunk driving. That's a no-no. If you come here to this show and you're having a drink, your fucking keys enter my hands and they get locked away in a cabinet over there. And you don't get them back until I know you're safe to drive or someone else comes picks you up, and I'll give them the key, but you're not fucking getting it. And what you do after you leave here, that's on your ass. Nobody leaves here fucking drunk in a car unless it's being driven by somebody else that's not drunk. So back to the studio. Just got a few other things here. You know, we got to basically clean up some more because we tore it all fucking apart trying to run cables and shit. I got 4 microphones. I got 2 that are currently unhooked right now, but I got one over there at a table that has 2 bar stools in front of it, and this is a bar. Like I said, it's an entertainment area, but I made it to be a bar. I got beer signs, I got fucking mirrors and NASCAR stuff in here. So it is a bar, and it's an actual Budweiser table with a couple. There's a Budweiser stool, and I think what the hell, I don't know what that one is, but it's a bar. It's meant to be kind of entertaining when you get here, kind of, you know, not so home-like or office-like or something like that. So once we get it all cleaned up, I plan on starting live feeds on YouTube. And it'll primarily be there. Once I get the YouTube live feed up, I'm going to start working on a secondary Facebook feed, and we'll simultaneously broadcast on YouTube and Facebook. The one that comes after that, excuse me, will be Periscope. So you'll see us on Twitter too. No matter when we go live and how we're going live, I will always post links to the live feed on YouTube via our Twitter account and our Facebook account. So if you are interested in watching our show and stuff like that, and you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Let's see. I'm going to close this down because I'm done doing this shit real quick, because it's kind of distracting me here because it's bright and really blinding. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Debut day, I don't really know. It's just one of those things, when this shit gets done in here, then we can go from there. I will keep everybody informed though of what's going on, just kind of like I'm doing this here right now. It's the only reason I'm not doing this live right now is because I just figured, you know, if something fucks up or something like that, I'll catch it instead of going live, because I know once I go live it'll be fine, but the live feed will be fine. But just in case software glitches or something like that, I just want to make sure everything's working. You know what I did? I shut the fucking laptop off before I did the show end. So what I'll do is I'll let it boot back up and then do its thing. Equipment, let's see. I've got, like I said, I've got 4 microphones. I think I kind of said this earlier too. I got a Phonic 8-channel mixer. I got a Magic Dub 4-channel mixer that pretty much runs all of our external audio through and then feeds into the 8-channel mixer, which essentially I'm going to eliminate both of those and get a 16-channel, so this way it's all in one. I just got to come up with the money for that, so that might be where, you know, our donations and stuff come from for the show. And let me get signed in here, let that finish booting up, and you can probably hear it. Like I said, I got my primary computer, which is right here. This one's the one that runs the software that helps us go live, switching scenes and stuff like that, going back and forth. Then I got our computer that runs the actual YouTube feed. The reason I use different computers is when you start running too much shit on one computer, it just lags it to shit, and then the feed looks all fucking crappy, and people lose connection, or you lose a connection, which causes them to lose connection, and it just looks like shit. So that's I got 4 different computers here. I'm probably even going to go a 5th eventually. But anyway, yeah, this one here is the software. The one directly to the left of it is the YouTube server, which serves the feed to YouTube. Then I got a Skype machine, which is one where we do all of our calls. We do calls through a different service. And we also do Skype, and eventually I'm going to be hooking that up to this one so we can take Skype calls too, Skype video calls. So if you're across country or something like that, we can still video you in. And then I got the Facebook server, which is back over there. Well, hard to see, but it's over there. It'll be going on Facebook. And then the laptop is the thing I use the soundboard on. Show guest, it could be anybody. I prefer people, from anywhere. But right now, we're in Redding, California. We're up here by Lake Shasta, Whiskey Town Lake. And it kind of limits things. So hopefully we'll get some people locally here, that we can bring into the studio. Because I prefer people to be in studio. Because it just livens things up. And you have someone on Skype call, it's kind of hard because not everybody can see the Skype call. I mean, you as a guest here on the show, viewing it, you'll be able to see them just fine and won't miss a thing, but other people in the studio here with us, they can't, because I don't have a monitor to display anything like that. Eventually I do have the ability to do that, so I gotta put one up, but until then, that's another expense. I'm very, our Twitter account follows, Jesus Christ, thousands of porn stars. And people that do their own cam shows and stuff like that. So that's kind of who we really want to bring into the show, is anybody literally in the sex industry. It's just fun. I mean, for a show. And they're great people. They're funny as hell. And the one thing that I would love to see is porn bloopers. I can't recall ever seeing a DVD with porn bloopers. But anyway, there's the kind of people we want to bring in here, and anybody else from the area or from afar. If you're passing through town even, you can come stop by. Shoot, give us a ring. We don't have the number up on the big screen, but it is down in the scrolling text. You can always call. Not that you're going to get through, but you could leave us a email. Our email's in there. westlinelive@gmail.com. Send us an email. Say, hey, you know what? I'm coming through. I want to go live with you guys. Or, if it's not at the right time, we could always do a pre-recorded show, which kind of sucks because then we can't have people calling in because they wouldn't know we're live. Even other people, if like I said, if they have questions about it, you're not a porn star, you're not a cam girl or cam guy or whatever. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, but if you have questions about it, you want to come in. Even if we do have someone that is here that does do cam shows as a porn star, and you want to be a guest in the show to kind of hang out and see what the fuck goes on here, ask them questions or whatever, we could even bring you in that way too. And even other shit. I don't really know where to go with that, because there are other controversial subjects, it's just hard to say. It'll go through, you know, things will pop up in our fucking heads as time goes on. So we're not limiting ourselves to the sex industry or anything like that, but that's kind of the primary basis of our show. It will wander to other things. That's what I'm trying to say. The call-in line, I think I kind of already said something like that. It's not up on the diamond plate, but it is in the scrolling text. It's not online right now, so you can't call. Where do we want to go? Well, like I said, I'm in Redding, California right now, and it's cool town. That's all it is. It's cool town. We got Lake Shasta just to the north of us here. We get a lot of spring break people come from Oregon and stuff like that, come down here to the lake, and all hell breaks loose. It's almost kind of like there used to be a video series, Girls Gone Wild or something like that. You'll see shit like that going on up there, but that shit costs too much fucking money to go out there and see what the hell's going on just to catch a few video clips. And we're not going to play shit like that on this show anyway. As a matter of fact, you know, what we are going to do is it might be a 2 or 3 hour show that, you know, semi-uncensored, you know, unfiltered. We're not going to be showing boobs, tits, pussy, or anything like that on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or anything like that. Anything that happens on the show that contains nudity or anything like that is going to be totally off on its own website, and we'll be building a website, which again is another expense, but we're going to be building a website, and we're going to have those special moments basically for subscribers on our website, and it's going to be cheap. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be charging people an arm and a leg a few dollars, you know, and it'll get you a month of service. You know, you can watch all you want. Like I said, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be rocking, and we're the only ones that hold content rights over that, so none of the money will be going anywhere else except right back into the show, the website, and the studio. So we're not just relying on donations. We're hoping, you know, that maybe with some of the donations in the beginning of the show or stuff like that, super chats or whatever on YouTube, that we can get a website built and get that exclusive content posted. And we might even do special shows that, you know, we'll mention on YouTube, and the guest won't even actually be on our YouTube portion, but that show will be completely aired on the website and doing a live feed via that. Anyway, where do we want to go? Again, I want to take it away from here, and I hope like in maybe 3 years or something like that, I'm going to be moving to Vegas, hopefully, so the show can grow there dramatically, because everything's there. And I got to pause for a moment because someone walked in the middle of my speech and they're backing the fuck out. I'm almost done, so just give me about a couple minutes. Anyway, other things, we're trying to keep it funny. We really don't want any fucking drama or anything like that, so we're trying to make it comical. Graphics artist, I'm a paint shop fucking reject. I don't fucking know nothing about Paint Shop Pro. I don't know nothing about video graphics. So if there's graphics artists out there that want to help out, make intro videos, backgrounds and stuff like that during breaks, please feel free to do that. All sexes, male, female, it don't matter who you are, you're more than welcome to come on this show. Sponsors, if you want to sponsor this show, if you have no problem with the content of this show, but you want to sponsor it, contact us. lustlinelive@gmail.com. And lastly, the language. Like I said, we're unfiltered here. You're going to hear the fuck word. You're going to hear the shit word. You're going to hear pussy. You're going to hear bitch. You're going to hear all kinds of crap. You know, like I say, just literally, fuck it. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of this. So, I'm just going to kind of wrap it up and see what the hell can I play here to exit everything. This one? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully everything works out good. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Keeps going this way, this might break your fucking face tonight.